What's up, everybody? This is the Brushed Ranger here, and today we're here to talk about the Transformers One official trailer, and I'm here to give my thoughts on the trailer. I'm here to talk about some of the good and some of the bad. I'm gonna start off with the bad, and then at the end, we'll get into all the stuff I do like, because there is a lot of stuff I genuinely love about this movie, and I want to end it off on a good note. First thing I wanted to get into is the facial animation. I'm not a big fan of a lot of the faces. They kind of seem a bit flat in comparison to what we see later with Megatron and Optimus Prime. But mostly my gripes are with Orion Pax's face, especially in this scene. He kind of gives me Transmutate from Beast Wars vibes whenever I look at him. Honestly, it's just kind of scary looking. It's like something out of Mandela catalog.
No. Hurt.
Next thing I want to mention is the overuse of Marvel's voice cast. Now, I'm not trying to knock you if you've been in a Marvel film, but there is kind of an oversaturation of people who have been in Marvel movies. Now, Lorenzo, you wouldn't be trying to sell the Marvel crowd on watching this new Transformers movie, would you? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyways, I don't think they're doing a bad job per se. The only time Chris Hemsworth kind of sounds like Chris Hemsworth is like once or twice in the trailer. I can obviously tell it's him, and it stops sounding like the voice and just sounds like his voice. But honestly, he's not doing a bad Orion Pax per se. He's actually been coached by Peter Cullen himself, which I think is awesome that he's working with Peter Cullen on how to perfect the voice. Now, D16, however, his voice actor hasn't exactly sold me yet. I'm not saying it's bad per se, but a lot of the time, his Megatron kind of just sounds like an edgy goth tween, and I don't know, it doesn't really do it for me. Lastly, for the bad, I want to just say I'm not a big fan of the comedy so far. There was a few funny jokes to me, but a lot of it is just kind of Marvel-esque humor, or Marvel-adjacent humor, and it just really kind of burnt me out on it. Maybe that's my fault, I've watched too many Marvel movies in my lifetime, but I'm just kind of burnt out on these types of jokes. And in case you need examples on what type of jokes I'm talking about, here's some examples.
Guys, that's not good.
Oh, they fly now!
They fly now? They fly now!
Okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, talk to sentient cuffs, kill jacked up beasts. Emergency guitar in case of sweet jam sex.
Stop!
Now, one thing I should note is that the director of this movie, Josh Cooley, the director behind the worst Toy Story movie, actually did say him and his team went out of their way to fill this trailer specifically with as much comedy from the movie as they could without giving away too much of the movie. So they overstuffed the first trailer. They're trying to appeal to the TikTok brain rot kids on their iPad, and honestly, it's working. A lot of kids I've seen actually are excited for this movie, and I haven't seen the younger generation actually that hyped about something Transformers related for a while. And honestly, I'm fine with that. This might be someone's introduction to Transformers, like how it was for me back in '07 when I watched Transformers '07 by Michael Bay, or I watched Transformers Animated growing up. This might be someone's introduction, and I can't really hate on that. But we do know that the movie will have a more serious tone. It just seems like it's a comedy because they filled the whole trailer with just jokes. Now it's time to get into stuff I actually really love about this movie. First of all, we have the animation. This might be one of the best animated films I have ever seen. Now I know what you're thinking.
Stranger, you said to us, Benito, this is the worst animated movie ever. You said it looks like Beast Wars. Yes.
Now, Waspinator, I did say I didn't like, at times, the facial animation and that it looks like Mandela catalog, but the actual 3D animation of the environment in Cybertron as a whole is amazing. I cannot believe we are allegedly spending an hour and 30 minutes on this beautiful planet. I love it so much. Have you seen Icon? This is what a Transformers animated movie should look like. I want to say how awesome is that the Quintessons are actually the villains of their own movie. Now, this is not a War for Cybertron movie, but this is a trilogy starting off with the Age of Wrath, which is when the Quintessons invade Cybertron. Now, near the end of this movie, they're going to defeat the Quintessons, but D16 and Orion Pax will become Megatron and Optimus and start the War for Cybertron. The next movie will be a War for Cybertron movie focusing on the Cybertronian Civil War, and the next movie after that will be a Fall of Cybertron movie where they're trying to escape the planet. That is every Transformers fan's dream. That is the ultimate trilogy. Dare I say, the War for Cybertron trilogy. I want to also say, I love these new Quintesson designs. These are the best designs in the whole movie so far. And I want to see what the Quintesson judges look like. In my opinion, Transformers have been modernized to hell and back, yet the Quintessons always felt kind of left out. They don't really have any modern designs in Transformers Cyberverse and Transformers Netflix. The Quintessons just look like their G1 selves. I'd love to see a Quintesson judge reimagined for the modern age while still keeping the spinning 5 heads representing the different emotions from G1. I just want to add that I love the fact that they are using some lore from IDW and the line continuity, and I know they're making a unique story, quote unquote, but it's good to see that they're not throwing out too much pre-existing lore that we've come to know from the early 2000s when Transformers Prime came out and the IDW comics started. And seeing stuff like, you know, the corpses of the 13 Primes, including Onyx Prime and Fallen, as well as characters like Sentinel Prime, Alpha Trion, the Quintessons, and more obscure characters like Arachnid from Transformers Prime, and Darkwing, who I actually had to search up who the hell was for my video. It's very cool, and I hope to see maybe Cosmos in there. Well, I think that just about does it for stuff I like about this. I need to see a second trailer, but I am definitely hyped for this movie. I'm definitely going to go out and see it with my friends when it comes out in theaters. And I'll let you guys know how it is. Maybe I'll even do my first kind of pseudo review of the movie here on my channel. Thanks everyone for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully Cosmos is in the movie. Bye guys.